What's going on, guys? Drew here, and today I have a different video for you guys. I'm going to be troubleshooting this TriStar pump action 12 gauge shotgun. Recently a coworker reached out and asked if I would be willing to try to fix this shotgun for him. From what he told me, the shotgun was not feeding ammo out of the magazine tube reliably, and now it appears as if the bolt is stuck in the open position. This is how he brought it to me. He attempted to disassemble it himself and fix it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot and see if we can't fix this shotgun for him. These TriStar shotguns are fairly inexpensive. So he said if I can't fix it, it's not too big of a loss for him. So let's go ahead and try to tear this apart and see if we can't fix the issue. All right, real quick, just to show you guys what the issue is. As you can see here, the bolt is in 3/4 open position and it is stuck. Even if you depress the trigger bar, it will not go any further back, which just leads me to believe it maybe need to be lubricated before running it some more. So right off the bat, what I'm going to do is drop some lubrication into the bolt and let that soak while I start disassembling the rest of this. So I'm just going to drop some lubrication inside this bolt. I'm really going to lube it up, make sure it gets into all the areas. All right, that should be plenty for now. All right, let's go ahead and try to disassemble this shotgun real quick. It is empty. I can see the follower. So like most pump actions, this one has an end cap that you unscrew to take the fore end off. Okay. And then the fore end comes sliding off. Spring. What I might end up having to do is take the trigger pack out. Let's go ahead and punch out these pins. Just like that. Nick, if I screw up your gun, I apologize. All right, and the trigger pack is coming out. Trigger assembly right there with the feed ramp. I'm gonna have to drop some more lubricant in there. See if I can't get that to break free. So a lot of the issue with this could be that it wasn't lubricated, which is fine. We'll just make sure Nick knows to lubricate it up every once in a while. Shotguns get pretty dirty. All right. Let's just take a flat head and see if we can't pry on it a little bit without damaging anything. Oh, there it went. Little bit of pressure, didn't damage anything by the looks of it. Let's take a look at this. Why are you so stuck? Okay, so nothing looks damaged. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lubricate the inside of the receiver with some oil and see if I can't get this action bar to run smoothly through there. So there's some kind of shim right here. It seems to retain the bolt. There is a groove on the inside of the bolt there. Maybe it goes in like that. What's that do? Go ahead and lubricate all these spots. Get it nice and oily. We're gonna clean this up afterwards and then we'll lubricate it properly on the way back together. I just wanna make sure that this isn't gonna happen again for Nick. He originally bought this shotgun as a home defense shotgun in case he was at work and his wife was at home. But if we can get this one functioning properly for him, that'll save him a trip to the gun store to buy another one. So that's all the way to the rear. I think it might have just been a lubrication issue. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the bolt carrier back onto the action bar. I think the fore end goes on a specific way. So yes, it goes inside, you kind of have to lever it in and it locks that into place. So I'm assuming this is all gonna go on as one. So I'm gonna put this on before I put the bolt carrier, before I put the bolt. There we go. Slide this in. Oh, it did it again. Interesting. So I think what's happening, so this is the little pin that falls into the bottom of the bolt, but there is a little groove right inside here that it rests in. And I think what's happening is as this is being cycled, the bolt itself is rising, just like that actually. You can see there's a little bit of a gap. It should be running flat. When it rises, it's gonna bind up. So how do we eliminate that? So this pin right here, I'm gonna try to remove that and take this part out. out. This piece sits flat. I'll just lay it up against it. It sits like that inside that mechanism. So you can't physically rotate it because my guess is that retention pin sits right up against this. So it's supposed to sit in the carrier like that. But currently what's happening is it's hitting this right here and then just sliding out, causing it to all bind up. Well, I can try to bend this up. All right, that might help. So all I did, I gave it a slight bend upwards and hopefully it'll catch that bolt a little better. Should be able to see it's curving upwards, so hopefully that'll grab the bolt. Okay, that's a lot better. Now you can see it's actually holding on to that bolt. Now it's nice and oily. Replace the trigger bar. It's hard to see, there's metal shaving on the ejector here, which means this is riding too far out, and that could also be causing it to bind. So as you guys can see, I leveled it out and I took the edge off of it. Difficult. Just like that. So action lock is working. Depress it. Safety off, camera fires, releases. All right guys, so I have everything put back together. I do like the spring-loaded forend, that is nice. The only problem with that is you can't lock the action back. And if there is a way, I don't know how to do it. Shotgun itself, okay, safety's on. It does not want to eject it that great. It is not wanting to eject. There's another double feed. All right, I'm gonna do this off camera real quick as if I was holding the shotgun and see if I can't get these rounds to eject. So off camera it worked okay. You might have to get a little angry at the forend here as you're pumping new rounds in. It ejected all 5 just fine for me. All right guys, well that's gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully this helps some of you out there that are having issues with your TriStar seizing up in the receiver or not cycling ammo properly. I don't know how much Nick has actually shot this shotgun. It could just be needing to be broken in. It did need some lubrication, which that's fine. I'll let Nick know about that to keep it lubricated in the future. And also this gun is inexpensive, so if Nick wants to go out and get something a little more reliable, like an 870 or a 500, that might be the best case scenario, and you can have this as a practice gun. If you guys like this video, leave me a like, leave me a comment, let me know if you've had any issues with your TriStars. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Matsu Pew Pew. I'll catch you in the next video.